Hi there, welcome back to the archives. So I'm just going to return to doing one of the goddesses, one of 50 goddesses, spirits, and saints, and other female figures who have shaped belief. And so I thought today I just would spotlight, I just want to get the quote unquote bad ones out of the way, right? So we've done Lilith, who would be considered a demon. Let's just get the witch out of the way, okay? I just want to get it out of the way. So we're going to do Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is a villain and protector and the wicked witch of Russian folklore. So we're going to Russia now. Russia is a huge, huge, huge slab of land in Europe, Eastern Europe, which goes into the Middle East. So as you get more east, you're seeing places like Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, what's Tallinn, Estonia, right? We're moving east. So this is Russian folklore. It says Baba Yaga is famous in terms of Russian folklore or Eastern European folklore. She features in many stories, sometimes as an old woman, but usually she has three identical women. Sometimes they're even considered her sisters. So there's the magical Baba Yaga is a powerful woman who isn't loyal to anyone. Um, you can go to her for advice. She is dangerous, so you have to tread careful. Apparently, is what it says here. She may decide to help you, but more often she will try to eat you. So I don't know who would turn to Baba Yaga, but I mean, to each their own. One of the strangest things about her is where she lives. Did I show you the image? Sorry, this is Baba Yaga. This is the image they have for her in here. So already you see like it's really scary. Um, there's some mushrooms, there's some deer. So in Russia, basically where she lives is really interesting. Basically, they say that she lives in a hut deep in the forest, um, and sometimes it turns around like a spinning top, apparently. And her house has chicken legs sticking out of the bottom, apparently. And so the legs mean that the house can run away and hide. So you can see it here. You see it? The house with the chicken legs? So basically, it said that like her house can just run away with the chicken feet. Again, remember, like I feel like at least for me as a Christian, I hold a lot of judgment when I read a lot of like other mythologies and folklores. But I have to remind myself that things that are written in the Bible, I don't have the same judgment towards, right? And so that's something I don't know if other Christians struggle with this. When they read other people's folklores, there's a level of judgment like a house can't run off on chicken's feet. Well, probably you're right, no shit. But like also a child can't be born without some level of intercourse. Well, now technology has changed, but that, um, somebody just can't be blind and then see again. So, but we believe it, right? So I have to bring that same level of like, stop judging. Just it's just information. That's how I look at all of this. It's just information. It's just more knowledge for me to understand different cultures, to also see the thread that's of similarity between us, and then to see where we diverge on our differences, right? And so that's her house. It's kind of strange, but that's not it, right? She's also, it might sound like a nightmare, and she even looks terrifying too. But I think that's the whole point of her appeal, right? She's supposed to be a quote unquote a witch. You're supposed to be afraid of her. And so, in one famous story, a pair of young twins were sent into the deep, dark forest to find Baba Yaga's hut. Their father had married a woman who wanted to get rid of them once and for all. Before the twins set out, their beloved grandmother gave them some advice. Be careful and Be kind and good to everyone. Do not speak bad words to anyone. Help the weakest and always hope that you too will get help. That's a beautiful message. To me, that's Jesus's message, right? Be good, be kind, don't do ill to anyone, love thy neighbor, and it will come back to you. Lovely message. Well, the children kept walking through the woods, and then they reached a hut with the chicken legs, right? But there was a fence around it that was made of skulls. Um, and soon she came out to greet them. She said she was going to gobble them up unless they did the chores she gave them. The girl was sent to work weaving yarn. The boy had to fill a bath with water using one of those sieves with holes in it, like the what is it called? Why can't I think of it right now? A strainer, right? Like if you make noodles or something, some pasta, the strainer, the sieve with holes. That's what he had to use to fill the tub with water. So you can tell how tiresome that is, how long it's going to take him to do that, right? Every time he tried, the water would trickle out. Um, so then some of the birds came by and was like, if you give us some crumbs, we'll help you. And so the boy handed over the crumbs. The birds in exchange started to help him. Um, She agreed that she wouldn't eat them since they had made her kept her promise. Instead, she said she would set even harder tasks the next day, but the animals in the forest remembered the children's kindness and helped the twins escape. So it just you can see the message that their mom gave them, right? Be kind, be helpful, and it'll come back to you. And in this folklore, it came back to them, right? The animals in the forest were able to help them escape her. So basically, she's known as being terrifying and unpredictable. She's haunted children and adults for centuries. In some stories, people only visit her spinning hut when they need something, but the greater their wish, the harder their tasks. But often their kindness and hard work helps them to survive. So whether a witch or a goddess, Baba Yaga remains one of the most mysterious characters in Russian folklore. So there's even a stamp in Russia after her, apparently. So I don't know if you could see the stamp. So this is Baba Yaga. She's basically known as a witch in Russian folklore. People are afraid to go to her. So again, this comes from Goddesses, 50 Goddesses, Spirits, and Saints. It's written by Dr. Janina Ramirez, and it's illustrated by Sarah Walsh. Okay, so that is, I think we've done like 6 or something. More to come, okay? Until next time, in solidarity.